And welcome back to Sports Weekly on IEMG. I'm your host, Pep Fernandez. Before we get to some Cajon boys soccer, let's start with some basketball. Aquinas hosting Arrowhead Christian in boys basketball. Both teams having a great start to the season. Both teams feel like they might win the Ambassador League Championship, and it is always a battle between these two rivals. Our guy Jacob Pedroza, reporter here for Sports Weekly on IEMG, covered the game and brings back the highlights with the music remix. Falcons and Eagles going head-to-head in Ambassador League boys action. Well, there was a lot of number 2 for Aquinas in the highlights. Brooklyn Ross had 32 points, helping Aquinas beat ACA 50-34. So Brooklyn with 32 of the 50 points for the Falcons, that big win against their rival. Now let's talk some high school soccer. Cajon in the CBL. The Cowboys looking for a lift on offense. Their top goal scorer, Derry Zamora, got picked up by a professional club in Mexico. So he has left the team, which is great for Derry. But now the Cowboys are trying to find out, well, where's the goals going to come from? And they're finding out it's tough to score goals in a very even CBL. First, we'll start off the week. Rev on the road at Cajon. Cowboys on the attack, and they get the putback goal here to beat Rev by a score of 1-0. So they won that game 1-0. Then they have to go on the road to Redlands, and this would be a low-scoring battle. The Terriers are much improved. There's head coach Rafael Lara. We're going to hear from him in a moment, and he'll say the same thing I'm about to tell you right now. The CBL is tough. It's ultra-competitive. A lot of the teams are doing very well. Andrew Vasquez, the RHS keeper, making a stop there. He had some big saves in this game. Then later, Elijah Slate, the cross. Luis Espatilla, the header for the Cowboys. It was 0-0 at halftime. Second half, Adrian Diaz to Antonio Ramirez. That does not go in. We're still scoreless. And then Diego Rodas. The shot turned away by Vasquez again. This time for Cajon, it'll be Cesar Trejo to... This time it's going to be Ibarra. The shot. No, there's Vasquez again for Redlands High School. He was all over it. Jaden Torres to Deshaun Banks. Somehow that does not go in. Yes, Vasquez thanking his goal, the frame, as Cajon just could not find the back of the net in this one. It would end in a 0-0 draw. Even the Terriers had some big shots in the final moments, but it ends in a 0-0 draw as Cajon trying to make their way through a very tough and competitive Citrus Belt League this season.
Well, Well, obviously, it's always good to get points on the road. It's always good to get points on the road, but I know the boys are feeling a little down based on not being able to get the result we wanted. We wanted to get the 3 points. We had a lot of chances, but again, goalie came big and a little bit of unlucky, I would say, but they're a great team. I mean, obviously, they've proven to everybody that they're here to make noise, and it's not the same, obviously, Redlands team. They're building their program the right way, and they well-deserved for them as well.
Yeah, Redlands is much improved, and they had some opportunities too, but your defense rose to the occasion. What can you say about your back line and your keeper?
Our back line and keeper, they're solid. They're as solid as they get. I mean, like I said, we got a really strong back line. These guys are as solid as they come, and they're experienced. They're great. They're well communicated, and we still have a great other players trying to get minutes off of that back line, but it's so competitive that it's hard to get everybody in there. But I mean, it's a great back line. Like a lot of experience with the goalies being a senior, and most of our back line also we have a couple of seniors back there.
Finally, Coach, I know Beaumont's got a really good team, but man, how competitive is the CBL this season? I mean, there's some really good clubs, and I think all these matches seem to be close right now.
Yes, me and Coach Titus, we were saying the same thing. I mean, every game you look at the score is like a one goal game, and everybody's competing. I mean, it doesn't matter who you play. And like I told the boys as well, going on the road is tough. It's tough on this league. This league, you get out of this league, and hopefully, whether you win it or you get a top 3 to go to CIF, it gets you ready for CIF. So this is what we want: competitive league, and obviously, the goal is to win league and make a good push on CIF.
All right, that was Coach Lara from Cajon High School, looking for a goal scorer to step up. And congrats to Darius Zamora getting picked up by a club in Mexico. I think it was Pumas. But now they're trying to find who's going to step up and be that goal scorer for the Cowboys. Speaking of goal scorers, when we come back, did you see the crazy game between A.B. Miller and Indian Springs boys soccer? We got the recap, we got an interview, plus we got more hoop highlights when we come back here on Sports Weekly on IEMG.